Hey guys, it's Ellen here, and you know I've started my autumn series, so we're going to work on a fun and simple autumn landscape. A lot of splattering, a lot of fun, simple colors. I'm using a craft brushes and maybe a skinny liner brush, but you have a lot of these tools in your little repertoire, I'm sure. And this is just really simple and free-flowing. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section, and let's get started. Okay, we're going to go over supplies. I have a piece of Arches 100% cotton cold press paper. This is a 7 by 10 inch sheet that I have. I have my palette here holding my paints. I'll be using many colors, mostly like alizarin crimson or Quinacridone Magenta, Cadmium Yellow deep, Peacock Blue. Paper towel here. My water jars are up here. I'll be using just a simple craft flat wash brush. I'm gonna grab. Just grab one of these simple brushes like this. This one's a Robin Simmons craft paper flat wash, number 1. This one has been used for everything, obviously. Just something really cheap and inexpensive. I'm going to start by just getting some light wash of yellow on the paper. So this yellow is really loose. A lot of water with it. And I'm just going to take the brush and just go like this back and forth. Back and forth with the yellow. This is wash of yellow. You can see me doing this just through here, just like that. And I'm going to mix some of the yellow with the magenta or the crimson and make an orange. So I got the orange, it's very loose. That bit's a little too loose. And then I'm just going to go like that. Put the orange in. See, I'm just going cross, but just like that. Back and forth. I'm going to clean up my brush. I'm just going to get a little more of this yellow up in here. And if you want to add some blue, like blue sky, go ahead and take some of this Peacock Blue. Some water in it. It's just very loose. See that? It's very loose. I always like to dab in paper towel first. I'm just going to wash in some blue tones. Just back here a little bit and in here. I'm going to get really loose and free with this exercise. Again, I'm just going to put some orange over in here and some yellow. Here we're going to have fun with adding in some of this like deeper red. So I've got the crimson, and I'll add a little peacock, make it purplish blue, purpley, darker, and we can just tap this in, splat it. I have to get this a little bit looser. Splat. Having some fun with this red. We do the same thing with the orange. It's really loose. I'm just tapping in that color, just like you see me doing here. It's going to be a little messy, a lot of fun. Now I'm going to mix up some green. So I'll take some of that pink away. Grab that yellow and the blue. Got a nice green in here. The peacock blue. Get some more of that blue. Again, tapping in some bigger splotches. Again, splatting it. See, the bigger brush makes a bigger splat. Want some of that green. We're trying to resemble, like, loose, flowing. Get some more of that red. Some of that purple and bluish color. Just making it purple red. The flowing trees just by splattering the color. I know it doesn't look like much now, but it will look good. Grab some of this orange, yellow. You can go back in here and add. See, I'm taking the brush and just pushing the color around again. Add some more splatter up here and over in here. This is a fun tutorial to get you out of any rut, and it's all those fall colors that you love. Make it a little overboard, so I'll just lift. You can lift some color up if you feel like you did overboard. You just, where lifting is that you take a clean dry brush and lift, or you can take a tiny bit of paper towel and lift up some color. Just like that. Alright, down in this section, I'm going to take a nice big brush again. This one's going to be a Princeton 12 Neptune. I'll make some purple. So I got the blue here. Peacock Blue, and I'll add that magenta to it. Get a deeper purple. And some crimson and the blue. Looks like a nice deep purple. Fairly loose. We're going to kind of paint the color going inward. I'd add some yellow to that, turn a little brown, add some green. Go back in and add some blue. Get that green. Clean off your brush, grab some of that yellow, throw that in. But I want more green, so I'm going to grab this blue. It's getting kind of muddy, so I'm going to put some Peacock Blue in this. And the yellow, like that green. Again, I'm going to tap some of that color in here. It's a little loose. I know, it seems like we're making a mess. It's going to look cool. It's going to have to let that dry a bit because it's very watery. And we're going to make a nice deep, like a blackish purple color. So we have that purple here. Going to add some more of that red. Some yellow in there. Some more of that blue. It's almost like a black purple. It's still fairly wet, but you can try and maneuver it and make like a tree. So take a flat, skinny brush. Just go like that. And skinny one, go like that. Now if it's still wet, it's gonna bleed a little bit, so you might want to wait till it dries a little bit before you go ahead and put in. And see, it's starting to little, or the paint is really thick, it won't bleed as much if the paper is still damp. Just putting in these trees. Like a forest. So you're putting all these trees in. And then from here, see, I'm using the side of this brush. You can get these little skinny little lines. If it's still too, and then put some little ones. In the background here. You might want to take your kind of chunkier brush, grab some of that yellow and just plop a little bit in here, the parts that didn't really get the wash, so that the trees would be in the background here. I'm gonna throw a little red too. Just play around with adding some of that color. Just like that. Just adding in the leaves. Some of it will bleed because it's still damp. I'm just going to play around with adding a little bit more color. Now some of these trees have bled, so I'm going to dry it a little bit and then come back to it. Another trick, while it's still kind of damp, and see this is just all dark, you can use a card or cardboard and scrape up some grasses. You know, little grasses going. It's fun to scrape. So it's somewhat dry, and I'll go back in with my flat, skinny little crafty brush, this one, and go back in and add that darker color on top of what I did. Some of it kind of was bleeding like a spider vein. I'll just fix the edge of that so it's not as fuzzy. I'll just go back in here and fix this. I'll add some more trees. And we have those little trees down below here. And then you want to take a real skinny brush. I have this great Umbria liner brush, a rigger brush, something like that, really skinny, and you can make the little skinny branches from the trees. Just gonna pull this over a little more. Like that. Just pulling out the little branches. Like some skinnier trees. So I'm just adding the little branches in there. That purple color. Just going to keep adding the branches till you feel like you're satisfied with how it looks. I mean, it's kind of a little wild and crazy, right? I might go back in and add, like again, take some of my yellow, just plop in some more color. With your brush, you can add in that deep red, some of those like leaves, more detailed leaves that you didn't get because you were splashing. I'm just basically dabbing my brush all around. Grab some more yellow. Going to use more of a concentrated yellow with the red. Just tapping in. And you can still just go in and splatter some of that too. Make it a little bit wetter, looser, and go right on there and splat some more. But adding in some more just little details. So I'm just kind of pushing it around. There's no particular way to push that paint around. Just kind of dabbing with my brush just to create the foliage that's really loose and fancy free. You're in the dark woods. This is a lot of fun. It's kind of similar to my splatter one. You're kind of splatting and throwing in some dark trees. Now obviously maybe I'm a little too crazy crisscrossing these trees, but you know, you can have fun with it. Maybe you would have gotten a little straighter than I did. And take some of this yellow. Trying to put some of this in here. Just to brighten this up a little bit. Do some of that purple line again. Just a fun, free-flowing splatter type of tutorial. Now down here it's just kind of like melded, so again I'll go in here and add some more of the red, of the yellow, so it looks more like leaves instead of just big splotch. Just a little bit details. But it's supposed to be really free flowing. And a couple more in here. And a bigger branch coming from this one. Maybe like that too. I think I'm pretty much done with this. You see how fun and easy it was, you know? I recommend that you stand up when you do this. It helps you loosen up more. Have fun with it. This is, you know, it's what it's supposed to be. So now I remove it off the splattered paper and you'll see how much better it looks. Voila. Now I might have gotten a little too dark over here. So what you can do with that is, like, again, sorry, is you can lift with your brush. You can take a dry brush and you can get some water on it, and clear water. And you could try and lift some of the paint with your paper towel and the brush. Put a little water on it. See if the paint lifts up. Don't go too crazy because you actually can make the paper terrible, but you can try and lift it a little bit if you feel like it was a little too dark. But I don't mind it. I like it pretty dark. I might go in and add, like I said, a little green in there. Just to brighten it up a little bit. So there you go. A loose autumn, fall, woodsy landscape. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to hit the bell notification button to know my tutorial's up. Don't forget also to check out my Patreon. I have exclusive videos there weekly on Thursdays. Take care, guys. I hope you had fun. Play around with this. Just go crazy. You can do many colors. You know, I do more greens if you want, less yellow, whatever works for you. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon.